அட போச்சே.
ஹாய்டா.
ஹாய்டா.
ஹாய்.
போன வாரமா ஷரீஃப் வரல?
எஸ்.
நோ ஐ டிட் கம். நோ போன வாரம் நான் இருந்தேன்.
வந்தான் இந்த டேட்டிங் எபிசோடுக்கு வந்தான்.
அப்ப
வந்தான்டா. நம்ம டேட்டிங் எபிசோட்
நான் இருந்தேன். ஓ எஸ், டேட்டிங் எபிசோட் தான். நம்ம ஒரு வாரம் ஹேடா இப்ப ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றதுனால கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கு.
Even I don't know which one.
That means இந்த வாரத்தோட போஸ்ட் பண்றது தான் ஷரீஃப்.
Oh right, okay, I understand.
Yes. Yeah, a hit.
So Sharif gave very insightful. ஏன்னா அந்த எபிசோட் ஷரீஃபை ஒட்டி தான் நம்ம செஞ்சோம். That's why I know ஷரீஃப் வந்து ஏன்னா டேட்டிங் ஆப் டிண்டர் அந்த மாதிரி வந்தப்பெல்லாம் ஷரீஃப் தான் ஒரு ஆப் மாதிரி எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு டார்ச் லைட் மாதிரி. அதில் டார்ச் லைட் இல்லை, லைட் ஹவுஸ் மாதிரி எல்லாரோட வாழ்க்கையிலேயே இருந்தான்டா.
இவ்வளோ பெருமையா பேசுற. ஐ எம் வெரி கிரேட்ஃபுல் டா.
நீ எல்லாருக்கும் யங்கி கேண்டல் மாதிரிடா.
டேய் நீ ஷரீஃப் எனக்கு ஒன்று அனுப்பிச்சான்.
What?
He sent me Gotham Knights gameplay.
Gotham Nightwing.
Yes, and I think it's a very exciting game to look forward to. இல்ல நீ வேற ஏதோ ஒன்று சொல்ல வந்த. Lucky you changed to Gotham Knights. No, you never sent me anything else da.
So நேயர்களே, welcome back to another episode of Vada Poche. இந்த வாரம் yes.
Hey, what happened to that? I wonder. Right now you don't say that.
Huh?
Last time you remember Vada Poche. That kind of thing.
No
emotion இல்லாம ஆயிட்டாரு நம்ம. போ emotion போயிட்டே இருக்கு.
இல்லடா, நீங்கலாம் என் நண்பர்களா இருக்கறனால எனக்கு அப்படியே I lost my happiness.
You want my brother to be your நண்பன் also now?
No, என் அண்ணனை கூப்பிடாத குயா.
No, my brother messaged him. Asked about arranging futsal. Yeah. Then he called him Baravan. He don't like. Nah, I say.
No, not say I don't like. No, I got a shock of my life because like, you know, it's very unexpected for your friend's brother to call you Anne. You know what I mean? Like, okay, for example, Sharif, உன்னோட தங்கை வந்து he calls me, you know, Bharat. It's not Bharat Anne.
She's older to you. Elder to you.
How old is Bharat Thambi?
She's born in 1993.
Yeah, but she doesn't call me Bharat Thambi, you know what I mean? Like, you same also. Elder sister doesn't call me Bharat Thambi. This one Bharat Anne.
But it's a culture what? They don't call younger people by Thambi, they just call by name.
Yeah,
that's true. So yeah. Okay, then your sister
Thambi
Thambin பேரை வச்சவங்கடா. So yeah, the context is I got a bit shocked that he called me Anne. I say no, call me bro. Anyways, welcome back to another episode. இந்த வாரம் வந்து unhappiness பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருந்த முதல்ல we are going to talk about 5 ways to be unhappy da.
Yes. Top 5 ways to be unhappy.
Top 5 ways, yes.
அதாவது like 5 things you should do to really ruin everyone's day and your day also.
Yes. என்னடா இவ்வளவு நெகட்டிவா இருக்கும் 100வது எபிசோடுக்கு அப்புறம் என்னது இவ்வளவு கேவலமா போயிட்டு இருக்கு நீங்க நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. It is not like that. Tune into this episode. You will understand that deeper ulkuthus in this. You will
continue.
Sorry, இல்ல ஒரு இது இந்த எபிசோட் பண்றதுக்கு actually I feel ஒரு sadness காரணம் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Is it?
Yes. Why? Because everyone is very sad about losing their investments.
I thought you were going to say உனக்கு பாஸ்போர்ட் இன்னும் வரலங்கறது.
இல்ல no that it's different. But yeah, அது வேற டிபார்ட்மென்ட். அது வேற சொல்றோம். So like serious business is actually a very sad thing. So why not we ruin your day even more?
No la, but we are releasing the episode like 1 or 2 weeks later.
Oh, so is it?
அப்ப market சும்மா மேல போச்சுனா.
No la, I mean the reason in the topic I think is useful da. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லா பாட்காஸ்ட்லயும் எல்லா யூடியூப்லயும் always இந்த inspirational video இருக்கும். Succeed, live for your dreams, chase your dreams. இதாவது யூடியூப் வீடியோ இருக்கும். பட் நான் ஒரு வீடியோ கூட பார்க்கலடா கிவிங் யூ டிப்ஸ் ஆன் ஹவு டு பி சேட்னு, ஹவு டு பி அன்ஹாப்பின்னு. ஒரு டிப் கூட இல்லைடா. உலகம் வந்து இவ்வளோ மோசமாக இருக்குது, மற்றவங்க நம்ம டே ரூவன் பண்ணலாம். Why give them that power? Take control of your life. Ruin your own life டா. அதான்டா இது எபிசோடோட கோலா இருக்கணும்.
எபிசோடோட கோல் நாசமா போங்க எல்லாரும்.
வெரி குட்.
மத்தவங்கள உங்களை நாசமாக்க விடாதீங்க, நீங்களே உங்களை நாசமாக்கிக்கங்க.
You know, I read a best quote. You know, in order to be successful, you point out to a successful person. அது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள். But another way to be a good example, another way to be an example is a bad example. So set.
Though அது ஒரு bad example.
That is a bad example. So
Yeah.
context video பார்க்காத நேயர்கள் வந்து ஜவர் வந்து இப்போ ஆக்வாமேன் பிக்சருக்கு மாத்தினாரு. It's discriminatory, man. What do you have?
No, I was just trying to do some virtual background. ஏன்னா ரீசென்ட்லி வீட்டில் எல்லாரும் சொல்கிறாங்க பாரவ் யுவா ஷரீஃப்லாம் அழகாக virtual background blur பண்ணி வச்சாங்க. நீ ஏன் எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் பெட்டு வீட்டில் இருக்க சட்டை
blur download பண்ணி இது பண்ணு.
Blur your background lah.
I don't have that app because my MacBook is super old. So I need to great.
Jivai.
சரிடா.
So let's start top 5 ways. What is your number one way to be unhappy, guys?
I tell you the number one way to be unhappy.
Yeah.
Go and pick the worst job possible.
What define worst job?
24 hours you need to be standby. Always working more than you're supposed to work. Always phone ringing and they are finding for you. One man running everything for the workplace. Not forgetting having a management which doesn't.
Congratulations, you've described our role of a husband anyways.
Management which doesn't listen to you all the time. Management who reschedules meeting last minute. இதெல்லாம் சொந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் தான். My worst life.
இத பத்தி ஷரீஃபோன் நானும் ஒன்றும் பேச மாட்டோம். இதோட இந்த ஷரீஃபோன் நானும் கிளம்புறோம்.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a sexist. I'm sorry. நான் வந்து ஹஸ்பண்டா எப்படி இருக்கணும்னு அந்த ரெண்டு ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸை வச்சு தான் நான் பேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். இல்லாட்டி I don't know what is it like to be a husband. Sorry-டா.
Very bad.
But I would define terrible job as in உன்னை சுத்தி இருக்கிறவங்க plus your boss is toxic and terrible. நீ சொல்றது வந்து it's like okay, it's a very high stressful job, but I don't think it's a terrible job.
I just said what management who doesn't listen to you or follows you, like takes your opinion, hit your opinion.
Okay.
I did mention that. And also they are rescheduling and stuff. And not forgetting.
அப்படின்னு ஒரு வேலையில சேர்ந்தா டெய்லி ஒரு டார்ச்சர், டெய்லி you will never be happy.
Yeah, definitely. What you think about it, you won't have time for your own loved ones. You won't even have time for yourself. Yeah. Technically it will be a robotic life lah.
Fair enough.
I can't wait for my sister to start such a life.
நீ எல்லாம் ஒரு அண்ணனா?
டேய், she's studying accountancy was. தெரிஞ்ச போய் குளில விழுந்துட்டா.
Okay. இது
அது வந்து
they know they are going into this.
அது வந்து கேட்டு வாங்கிக்கிறது.
Yes.
But accountancy has got
high pay, that's all.
இல்ல I mean the technology has leveled up from probably 20-30 years ago. There are more apps to help an accountant.
Not really. I have a friend who's in a accountancy firm. You know that her work culture is such that if she doesn't work after 1 a.m., if she leaves the office before 2 a.m., right, they are not working hard because everyone works there.
That is because the firm is not adopting to the new technology.
I'm talking about the top 5 firms in the...
I'm sorry, top 5 firms are they have
doesn't matter if you top
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They just pay you better, that's all.
Yeah, they pay you better lah.
It's what is efficient and what is அவங்க adopt பண்றாங்களா அந்த டெக்னாலஜியை to make it more efficient. That's the thing.
No, I mean whatever technology is given, right? I mean, end of the day, we still need to go through the paperwork. So.
Go through the what?
The what?
All the paper, make sure it's all right.
You are really describing. To be honest, I feel you're describing a marriage as a job. To be honest, நாங்க அந்த paperwork
இல்லடா உண்மையாவே வேலைய பத்தி நான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
எனக்கு என்னமோ நீ உள்குத்தா என்னமோ பேசிட்டு இருக்க.
நான் என் 2 நண்பர்களை பத்தி பேசவே இல்லை. எனக்கு
என்னமோ தோணுது. சீரியஸா என்னமோ பாயிண்ட் பிடிக்கிற.
No, like, legit, because I've been seeing a lot of I have a colleague who is in another company. He started off this same project as me. We are doing together lah, just different company. He started off with 3 engineers in the with this project with him. Slowly 3 became 2. Then the 1 went to India for 3 months during the peak period. He had to handle the whole project by himself, all the drawing and stuff. And then he also had to handle all the TNC. His boss didn't want to help him with like putting more manpower, and he had to attend meeting and stuff. He burnt out until he resigned today.
I mean, that unhappiness.
He was super unhappy to the point he was telling me that when he wake up, right, he just didn't feel like going to work, but he has to go because no choice.
One thing I noticed, I don't know, unemployment பத்தி பேசுறப்ப pandemicல நிறைய பேர் வந்து வேலையை resign பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. A lot of my social circle, right? You know, the logical thing is people will not resign a job. Like I know somebody who was in a job for like almost 6-7 years, right? And he took the pandemic as a chance to job hop, which was to me crazy at that point in time. And it revealed to me that pandemic actually opened up new opportunities, and they took that chance. So and they were actually completely unhappy in the job. They were like, ஏன்டா இந்த வேலைக்கு போறோம்ங்கற நிலைமையில இருந்தாங்க ஒரு இதுல. So it's interesting how they looked at the pandemic as like a new opportunity and they jumped ship.
Maybe also is because, you know, during the pandemic, you know, everyone was like you say resigning, then they were jumping, right? So there's vacancy like in both ends.
Yeah.
Even I also changed during pandemic time. What is the worst job? What is number 2? Come, let's Sharif.
Number 2 வந்து
Number 2 உன்கிட்ட இருக்கிற டைம் அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணாம விட அதை விட உன்கிட்ட இல்லாத பணம் பேராசைப்படுறது.
I don't get it. Please elaborate.
இல்ல ஷரீஃப் அதை கொஞ்சம் இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்லு.
yeah, actually true.
Like you value money over time.
உன்கிட்ட இருக்கிற நேரத்தை விட பணத்தை வந்து நீ அதிகமா யோசிக்கிற அதை பத்தி.
Why do you say that?
It's a very நான் இப்போ சொல்லது வந்து is actually very broad system, but once you think about it and apply and the statement to many different parts of life, it actually starts to make sense.
Okay.
For example வந்து இப்போ நாங்க வந்து we are ready, let's say we are early in our careers now. Relatively early in our careers. So in another few more years you realize that நம்ம கிட்ட அவ்வளோ டைம் இல்ல to earn your money, but to make your focus வந்து அந்த like 100% அந்த பணத்துல இருந்துச்சுன்னா you will start to lose everything. You lose focus around everything which is important to you. This is your family, your free time, your yourself time,
mental health,
and mental health and everything.
I feel this is very contradicting.
In what way?
Okay, நீ வந்து I mean I understand lah, நீ வந்து if you focus more on money then you won't have time and stuff, but don't you think that when you're young, don't you think that you have to like quickly settle all this so that when you're a bit old you have already stabilized, then you can be more relaxed instead of working hard all the way?
Then my question to you, நான் சொன்ன யாருக்கு இல்ல my question to Jawad, sorry, how sure are you going to reach old? How sure are you're going to reach old?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean how your life?
I'm just putting it across.
You're talking about your lifespan lah. What if you die tomorrow, that kind of thing, right?
Being practical. What if something happens when I walk across the street? ஏதாச்சும் ஒன்று தற்செயலாக நடந்துச்சுன்னா எப்படி?
Yeah, it's true lah. I mean,
so the view Sharif is, I think I understand what is Sharif, where is Sharif coming from.
But isn't it like very individual view?
It is.
I would okay, நான் யூஸ் பண்ண ஒரு கீவேர்ட், நான் முதல்ல சொன்ன ஒரு கீவேர்ட் இருக்கு, அதிகமா பேராசைப்படுறது பணத்தை மேல.
Okay.
So you didn't set a target for yourself. So நீ டார்கெட் செட் பண்ண, ஓகே நான் ஒரு few 100,000 அந்த கேஷ் பேலன்ஸ் என் பேங்க்ல இருக்கு, ஓகே I achieved my target. நான் இப்போ என்கிட்ட இருக்கிற மிச்ச டைம் வந்து I'll use it to invest in myself and use it to spend time with my family and அந்த பேலன்ஸ் இருக்கு basically சொன்னா. Instead of actually going to chase the next 100,000 illati next million or something like that. So give yourself some time.
Thanos sort of objective mari just balance out everything.
Yes.
நீ இந்த money greed சொல்லும்போது I was with my sister and my mother. I was driving, right? My sister said this. I captured it, and I don't know, somehow when you say this, like it's in my back of my head. I don't know how it's relevant to what you said. What she said was, who said money doesn't buy you happiness? You're not buying the correct things. I just looked at her and I continued driving. I never said anything. I don't know why. What you said and what she said is like I
disagree with what she said. I actually heard that phrase before. Somebody said it. I think Mark Wahlberg. He bought his own gym.
No, why I'm saying this is because I really cannot find the rationalization of this. So that's why I want to get another opinion from y'all. So come, hit me.
That actually ties into my next point, perspective. I will elaborate through giving my point.
Alright.
So another way to be unhappy is have a bad perspective about everything. And that's the root of all problems in my opinion, perspective.
Is negativity having a negative feeling consider perspective, or is it like totally different?
No, perspective can lead to a negative feeling. A
so
bad perspective can lead to a negative feeling. Perspective na உங்களோட முன்னோட்டம் நினைக்கிறேன்.
இல்ல வாழ்க்கையின் முன்னோட்டம்.
So that's a bad perspective. Like basic Englishல ஒரு commonly used phrase na cup half full or cup half empty other சொல்லுவாங்க. So I think, and actually this one, you know, when I got thinking about this, funny enough, now and there when I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know which one, 1, 2 or 3.
You tell me, I try to recall.
So Jack Sparrow said this to someone, I don't know who also, but the quote in exactly what he said was, the problem is not the problem is how you look at the problem.
Dead man chess.
Okay, yeah. So that one resonated with me a lot at a young age already. That line hit me a lot because நம்ம problems எப்படி பார்க்கலாம்னா we can either look at it as opportunities to grow or as something completely negative that உங்களோட plan எல்லாம் ruin பண்ண ஒரு இதுன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். So how it ties in, let me just link it back to what your sister said. என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், if let's say you buy something and that பொருள் gives you happiness, might be a vicious cycle. ஏன்னா அந்த பொருள் தான் உங்களுக்கு அந்த சந்தோஷத்தை கொடுக்குது. அந்த பொருளை எடுத்துட்டா சந்தோஷம் போயிருமா?
No, but she did mention in that sentence what you're not buying the correct things.
Yeah, so if you buy the correct thing and the correct thing gets taken away from you, will you lose your happiness?
Actually this one is something which, you know, maybe
it's perspective, because
it's perspective, like, you know, maybe at that moment after you buy you're happy or something happened to the thing. I mean, if it's okay, apana and the porul vandu is segregated into wants and needs also what.
Yeah.
So if it's a need and then the thing is gone, you're going to replace it. But if it's a wants, then the thing is gone, you might want to and might not to, and it's also, it's a very gray.
What are you saying?
I just don't get it.
In my opinion, the moment if we directly link our happiness, our emotions to a thing, then it's wrong. Because அந்த மாதிரி யோசிச்சா nothing is ever going to be enough.
That's the nature of this world.
That's the nature, human nature also. And there was a few times I actually almost fell into the trap once or twice. The moment, especially when I started, like as புதுசா வேலை செய்யும் போது, then you started earning, then you can afford all shit, right?
Yeah.
என்ன வாங்கினாலும் பத்தல. I always, okay, இது வாங்கினா settle, okay, what's the next one, right? Until you realize that you'll be happy for a while, you'll be happy once in a while, but அது போக போக தெரியும் that okay, the thing that's giving you happiness is not that வாங்கின பொருள், is more like you can be happy knowing that you can afford these things.
The feeling. And
அதுதான் will give you the happiness. Not so much about the பொருட்கள் itself. Unless you're telling me that நீங்க வந்து like you're every time using the stuff and then looking at it and feeling happy every single second of the day or something, you know, then I don't think that. I think என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் is quite vicious. ஏன்னா if you look at it that way, அந்த ஜாமான்லாம் எடுத்துட்டா you yourself are not happy. If you yourself are happy, those things can add value. If you yourself are not happy, no amount of things you buy can make you happy.
So நீ என்ன சொல்றேன்னா நம்ம like the, I think during our 100 episode I said like, you know, we have to feel contemplated and happy when we see ourselves, that kind of thing.
Yeah, if அது இல்லைன்னா nothing is going to help. Honestly, things can help you for a day, 2 days. Other than that, not going to help you.
Because அந்த ஒரு சரி ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுக்குறேன். இப்போ நீ if you look at happiness as things, right, நீ வந்து ஒரு டாய் வாங்குற, இந்த கேப்டன் அமெரிக்கா ஷீல்டு வாங்குற நீ வாங்கின ஓகே 2 நாள் 3 நாள் வச்சிருக்கேன் ஓகே சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு but then you look at the next thing what can I buy
Yeah.
what can I buy
Yeah.
so in order for you to be happy வெக்கம் கெட்டவனே in order for you to be happy because நான் ஏன் வெக்கம் கெட்டவன் சொன்னாக்கா ஜவர் வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு டாய் எடுத்து காட்டுறான் in order for you BB8 sorry so in order for one to be happy to feel that happiness that emotion that you have நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா ஜாமான வாங்கிக்கிட்டே இருக்கீங்க and in retrospect what you're doing is you're losing money out of that.
Yeah. No, I mean, one thing I will tie into these things, right? Okay, this one, this nothing to do with your sister or Raja, right? Because I don't know her that well, but solely based on the phrase that you said, I know a lot of people in the car, they will buy stuff. They buy things, right, so that other people will perceive them as high class.
No,
for example, not your sister.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I've seen people like that. You know,
So-
go for brands.
Go for brands. So you go for brands, right? If you go for the brands in the perspective that it's a healthy thing, it's solely about you and your ability to afford the brand, appreciate the brand,
That is fine.
fine. If you are buying stuff to wear and show off and want compliments from people,
Fit in also.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but it can be toxic. Yeah, the moment people stop giving you compliments, you might feel like shit.
It will backfire on you.
It will backfire because மத்தவங்க கிட்ட இருந்து அந்த approval வரல.
Seeking validation.
And then you'll be starting to doubt, and then there's a vicious cycle that can come across from that. Hence, I said that if நீங்களா சந்தோஷமா இருந்தா, if நீங்களா you can appreciate all these things, you know who you are, you know what you want to do, no matter what people say about you, if let's say you carry maybe I don't know what, some LV, some Gucci bag or something, right, and somebody says shit about your bag, or somebody says that you never go for some even more high class brand, you are not going to feel like shit about yourself because you know how much you appreciate the brand, you know you can afford it, and that's perfectly healthy. You see, and matavanga are not causing any harm of you, not degrading you or anything, because you don't allow them to, because you are fine.
Like how when I credit clutch, you all say I look like Kanakapulla and you make fun of me. And I still didn't bother.
What?
I said you carry handbag da.
Yeah. Someone said Kanakapulla.
I don't
Clutch
know.
bag.
There is men's clutch.
Handbag da.
That's another, I don't know, that's another topic.
இந்த மாதிரி group friends வச்சுக்கிட்டு நண்பர்களா.
So that is my third point. Having a group.
Wait. Before that, I wanted to close off Java's point with one fact. So, USA, they have this very famous document. The document is called a Declaration of Independence. I think the year 1776 when they signed it, all the founding fathers. அங்க ஒரு லைன் இருக்கும் for the life for the it's something you go something like life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness, like the goals of life. அங்க happiness போட்டிருக்கு. They never put the word happiness. Pursuit of happiness போட்டிருக்கு.
Pursuit of happiness, I only remember the movies.
Yeah. Why? Because
pursuit of happiness.
Correct. Why did they put it? Because they know happiness ஒரு
It's a journey.
for a feeling, then நாளைக்கு போயிடும் that happiness. It's always something that you chase. It's never going to be there like
Sustaining.
நிரந்தரமா இருக்காது உங்ககிட்ட. It's always something you'll chase.
So நாலாவது வழி என்ன தெரியுமா?
தனி வலி.
என்னது?
தனி வலிடா.
அது
சூத்து வலி, முதுகு வலி, நெஞ்சு வலி, தலை வலி.
அதான் இந்த மாதிரி நண்பர்களை வச்சாக்கா அந்த unhappiness இந்த மாதிரி நண்பர்கள் வச்சாக்கா
இதெல்லாம் நேத்து நம்ம ஒரு டீம் விளாண்டோம் பாத்தீங்களா, அவங்களுக்கு வந்தது
அது சாவடி. ஓப்பனா சொல்லுவேன் மச்சான். It's an open challenge.
டேய் poor thing டே.
They actually a very strong team.
Yeah. But he's just banter, friendly banter. He messaged me. He said, "Hey, I'm going to create group for you all to banter me. I cannot tahan. Individually, everyone bombard me." I laugh.
I suggested நம்ம மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி விளையாடலாம்னு.
சரி வராது வேணாம்.
It will be interesting, I think. But so that is my fourth point. தப்பான கூட்டம் இல்ல தப்பான நண்பர்களோட grow up with them. To grow
தானா சேர்ந்த கூட்டம்.
என்ன மச்சான் சொன்ன?
தானா சேர்ந்த கூட்டம்.
இல்ல மறுபடியும் சொல்லு.
What's கூட்டம்?
தானா சேர்ந்த கூட்டம். Yeah, that part very
But you
Tamil வராது.
But you can speak perfect English, eh?
சொல்லி தொலை. I have this issue. I cannot tell fish also.
Huh?
I cannot tell that. Yeah, I cannot pronounce.
You just said fish or?
You just
yeah,
said
if you really hear, I is pronouncing it wrongly.
Which
Never
is?
Fish, something like that. I got the tongue thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know. Like a lispa.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Something I learned about Jawar today. Anyways. Yeah. Bad friends or wrong friends that you
நீங்களா?
நானா? நான் ஒரு நல்ல நண்பன்டா ஆக்சுவலி. யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, நான் உண்மையில ஒரு நல்ல நண்பன்.
உண்மைதான்டா. படம்லாம் டெலிவர் பண்ணியிருக்கான். அதை விட நல்ல
வேற என்னமோ டெலிவர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். பட் ஸ்டில்
ஆக்சுவலி பாரவ் இஸ் அ குட் ஃப்ரெண்ட். இந்த மலையில வந்து ஸ்காட்லாண்ட்ல நம்மளாம் என்ன நினைக்க கூடாது, இறங்கி போய் ஹோட்டல்ல டோர்லாம் திறக்க சொல்லுவான். Even though he got handphone, but he will go and knock on the. Remember the B&B? He got down at Edinburgh. He went to knock on the door so that they can.
No,
open
now
the
I don't know what the lady want from you. So
yeah, but even though he got a phone, he had to go there.
That one, this Velakane never follow instruction properly. I remember coming and opening the lock within 1 minute.
I was tired. I was tired, but I made an attempt. Unlike somebody who opened the door, stand at the door, close the door, and look at you.
நீ பேசக்கூடாது, நீ சாவியை வெளியே வச்சு கதவு மூடினவன்.
That is just ultimate friend to show that Liverpool is a safe city.
No, I and you are right when we travel. We were worried about Sharif. Because we know Sharif is capable of such thing, which he did lah. He made an accident at Liverpool lah. But then
ரொம்ப டேய் ஆக்சிடென்ட் மட்டும் இல்ல, உயிரே அங்க போனிச்சு.
அத உயிரே
then
but
நான் உன்னை காப்பாத்துறேன்டா, உயிரை காப்பாத்துறேன் நண்பன்.
But we didn't know Barav is equally or even more stupid than Sharif. He jeopardized all our safety.
No, that night I slept hungry. That's why I didn't realize.
இதுல என்ன தெரியுது தெரியுமா?
Don't come and look for me when I'm hungry. Yes. When I'm hungry, I'm a different animal.
அது வேற லிவர்பூல்ல வேற.
It's a safe city.
No, there was a
reputation
couple
of the
sitting
city.
outside, you know.
Yeah, so you see, I left the key outside. And
For them to come inside and sit down and talk.
வாங்க பழகலாம். But having the wrong group of friends, that could actually deteriorate your whole life, actually. அதுதான் உண்மை. ஸோ நண்பர்கள் வந்து பொம்பளை பொறுக்கியாக இருக்கட்டும், just as a true example, being realistic here, or like குடிகாரன்களாக இருக்கட்டும், you know.
அது வந்து நீ என் பழைய சர்க்கிளை பற்றி சொல்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
Is it?
Whatever you just describe.
நீ இதை பப்ளிக்கா சொல்ற
கடக்குதுலாம்.
I was just giving my life experience. But,
oh yeah, you all don't know about that side of my life.
I think
you know lah, you roughly know lah.
I have
பப்ளிசைஸ் பண்ண நல்லா இருக்கும்.
என்ன வேணாம் அந்த பப்ளிசைஸ் பண்ற அளவுக்கு நல்லது இல்ல.
Jawar also told me before. Jawar also told me so. He was once a member.
அடே என்ன பப்ளிக்கா சொல்ற? அதான் பழைய லைஃப் ஸ்டைல விட்டு சொல்லடா, அதை விட்டு வெளியாகி ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு.
So you know,
ஒரு காலம்.
You know, yeah, imagine you to grow old with this group. It would be unhappy. I mean, சந்தோஷம் தரும், but in later part of life there will be unhappiness associated.
No, I don't know, like it depends. This part I cannot vouch for it because some people, right, they feel it's their happiness throughout their whole life, you know. You cannot say that
it
later part
can be individualistic. Like
it's individualistic,
subjective to individual lah. But then to know that you are this and to mingle around in a sense where you know that you are a certain type of person, but you want to be around this group because you think it makes you look cool. Regardless.
Very fun ஆட்டிட்டு இருக்கான்.
No, I was thinking because from my own experiences, அப்படியே ஒரு தப்பான கூட்டம் if you தப்பான கூட்டத்துல சேர்ந்தா you won't be in that கூட்டம் for very long actually.
You know, I disagree.
Yeah, you won't be there for it because the group itself is toxic enough. Yeah, seriously, let them laugh.
I just controlling my laughter. I just don't laugh. Okay.
All I see, right, is Sharif looking up, then the chair shaking. She might look like fucking Pachu things.
So you know what? This is the exact.
There's someone laughing.
This is the exact meaning of what is a correct group for me.
Correct.
This is a good example of what is a correct
இதான்
group for
தப்பான
me.
கூட்டம்.
இந்த கட்டத்துல
இது தானா சேர்ந்த கூட்டம்.
இந்த கட்டத்துல இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட மூடிக்கிட்டு
No, ஷரீஃப் சேர்த்து விட்ட கூட்டம்.
இல்ல இந்த கட்டத்துல பாட்காஸ்ட் வந்து நிறுத்திட்டு ஸ்டாப் பண்றவங்க வந்து they know it's not a right கூட்டம் for it's not their kind of thing. So identifying what
As
kind
I
of
saying, you technically அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கூட்டத்துல சேர்ந்தா you technically the group won't stay there for long.
அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு சொந்த அறிவு வேணும். in my
But that's why Sharif, I tell the same thing to you and Barav. நீ இப்ப சொன்ன பத்தியா, it doesn't stay long and stuff. It's really subjective.
No, it stay long.
I have seen groups like that stay all the way throughout and they are still together now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on individualistic things.
There's always that odd one out sometimes.
I mean, it's what suits you the best when you like grow up and you feel that you need a life change and stuff. You choose your life. That's all.
Yeah. Right.
So what was the point again?
No, he
Wrong
was telling wrong group is being
wrong group,
can cause you unhappiness.
Right.
So
Fifth
number
point.
5.
Who wants to give the fifth one?
Number 5 வந்து to cause unhappiness, right? What is that word? Something over failure. Like think about, just keep constantly thinking about the failures.
Obsessing over failures?
Obsessing over failure.
But isn't it under perspective?
Perspective is very broad lah. So example, if you can give example, can give example lah.
One thing that would cause unhappiness is like obsessing over failures. ஏன்னா அந்த தோல்வியை பற்றியே நினச்சிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாக்கா, I mean it falls in line with perspective to a certain extent. But தோல்விங்களை வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்த தோல்வியை பற்றியே நினச்சிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாக்கா கண்டிப்பாக அது வந்து ஒரு வகையான சோகத்தை உண்டாக்கும். அண்ட் முன்னேறதுக்கு, வாழ்க்கையில் முன்னேறதுக்கு அது ஒரு தடங்களாக இருக்குங்கிறது தான் என்னோட நம்பிக்கை.
But I don't think number 5 is obsessiveness is the thing. For me, right, number 5 will be anger.
How?
Over a கோபப்படுறது. Getting angry for everything can cause you.
Getting angry for everything can cause you unhappy.
Yeah. Small thing.
They can
getting
cause you
triggered,
stroke and heart attack.
scolding, like, you know, small thing, getting angry, throwing tantrums. You know, I have seen people, right, like to the point they get so angry they slam the phone, flip the table.
I get angry, I leave the key out of the door.
That is also stupidness, but yeah, it can cause unhappiness
See,
to the rest of the people in the house because we are worried about our safety.
That one I hungry, not angry. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, honestly, overly getting angry. You know, because if you are not calm and you are getting angry for every small thing, can be as small or big one, okay lah, you have to understand lah because it's a triggering point. But small things, if you don't let it slide or be calm to, you know, rationalize and you get angry, right, it can actually trigger a lot of unhappiness anywhere. If within family, relationship, friendships, office space, colleagues, you know, people wouldn't, in workplace is even worse because people wouldn't want to offer you help because they know you are the type to be, you know, showing tantrums and being and got anger management issues. You know, I've seen like, you know, PDs who I had a PD, right?
What's
Project
a PD?
director. Okay, project director. They were rushing this project. I don't want to state what project lah. So they were rushing this project. So usually lunchtime is where they all rest in the side office. He saw them resting because they are rushing project. He unhappy. He came there. He screamed, throw the helmet, got them to go out, and immediately called the company to come and remove the side office aircon. No one can sit inside the office. Can you imagine? People are going in there, have to work overnight also. And he also have this anger management where he gets meeting to be done after working hours. 8 p.m. only he starts the meeting. And those who never attend, right, he will usually put them like in a very, very bad state kind of thing. So it's like, it affects people. The main thing about being angry, right, it doesn't affect you. It affects people around you, which eventually is like a domino effect, causes you to be unhappy. Because some of them are close to you and if they are upset or something, they are going to throw tantrums or they're going to show face or something and it will affect your life. and you will be unhappy.
Nice.
இத்துடன் நம்ம 5 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் விஷயத்த சொல்லியிருக்கோம். ஐ மீன் அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 4 வந்து இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருந்துச்சு. ஆனால் 5க்கு வரல 6 சொல்லியாச்சு. ஸோ எனிதிங் எல்ஸ் யூ ஆல் வாண்ட் டு ஆட் ஆன்? You said one obsessiveness, I said anger.
It's a derivative of perspective.
Yeah, being obsessive is one thing. Being angry is another thing. You are, Sharif?
True. No, I think I'm okay.
Sharif?
Yeah, I think for now that's okay lah. Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more, but
I mean, these are the main things for
Main
us
things
like,
are-
as a group, as collectiveness.
Yeah, lah.
Thinking, yeah. I mean, கேட்குற நேயர்களுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து அவங்களுக்குன்னு சில விஷயம் ஒப்பீனியன்ஸ் இருக்கலாம். And you know, they are triggering point and what can cause them to be unhappy can be different. And I mean, if you all want to, you know, add on, you all can reach out to us in our Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok,
Facebook எல்லாம் ரீச் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
கவலைப்படாதீங்க. நம்ம வந்து எப்படி அன்ஹாப்பியா இருக்குதுன்னு சொல்லியாச்சு. அதை ஆப்போசிட்டா பண்ணா எல்லாரும் ஹாப்பியா இருக்கலாம்.
Yes.
அதை தான் நான் சொல்லணும்.
That is the takeaway of this episode.
Yes. நம்ம சொன்னதெல்லாம் அன்ஹாப்பி.
இப்போ பண்றது வந்து we are now into reverse psychology. So இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட் வந்து நீங்க கேட்காதீங்க. Don't ever listen to this podcast.
Reverse psychology.
Okay. I just want to say something.
நம்ம 4 பேர் இப்ப MBBS வாங்காத டாக்டர்ஸ் தான். ரிவர்ஸ்
Yes, MBBS வாங்குறோம்.
எம்பாப்லையா?
அவன் MBMB என்னமோ வேலை செய்யறான். பட் எனிவேஸ்
அவன் வந்து ஓகே நாம
சொல்றியா மாமா? சொல்றியா மாமா? அந்த மூடுக்கு போய்ட்டான்.
Yeah, so
ஓகே பை.
இருடா.
அவசரா.
Yeah, இத்துடன் போன வாரம் எபிசோட் கேட்டு என்ஜாய் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க நம்புறோம். இந்த வாரத்தையும் கேட்டு
எபிசோட் நீங்க என்ஜாய் பண்ணவே பண்ணாதீங்க.
Yes. Oh yeah, ஷாரி பாராட்டி இன்னும் என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்க. இத்துடன் விடை பெற்றுக்கொள்வது உங்கள் வாட போச்சு.
பட போச்சே.